Hello and welcome to Skyline. I am Dhriti Yatri, and tonight we have packed shows with the stories that could really reshape the global politics, military alliances, and even the future of international security. Well, from fresh tensions between Iran and the United States to the growing questions around China's role in West Asia, from divisions among America's closest allies to fears surrounding one of the world's most important shipping routes. The headlines tonight, they are dramatic, they are fast-moving and impossible to ignore. The world is changing rapidly. Alliances are being tested, new power struggles are emerging, and every headline, it seems connected to a much bigger story. So, stay with me as we break down the biggest developments from around the globe, one story at a time. This is Skyline. I am Dhriti Yatri. In the first segment, just imagine this: a heavily guarded American military base, advanced air defense system, highly trained soldiers, powerful alliance network, and yet, according to reports, Iranian missiles still manage to strike their targets. If these reports they are accurate, then this is not just another military incident. This is a message that Iran wants the entire world to hear loud and clear. Reports suggest that Iranian missiles penetrated defenses at the US military installation in the region. In fact, military infrastructure it was reportedly damaged. Expensive MQ-9 Reaper drones, among America's most advanced unmanned aircraft, they were allegedly destroyed or severely damaged. Now, ladies and gentlemen, think about what that really means. For years, the United States has invested billions of dollars in military superiority. Here, the assumption it has always been that American bases they are among the safest military facilities in the entire world. But if missiles they can get through these defenses, then a new question emerges. Has the balance of power begun to change? Though Washington is watching here, Tehran is watching, Israel is watching, and the rest of the world, because every missile that crosses a border, it carries the risk of something bigger. Not just retaliation, not just escalation, but a conflict that could drag multiple nations in a direct confrontation. And tonight, many are asking the same questions. Well, was this merely an attack, or was it a warning shot before something larger? And yes, while Iran and America trade signals through missiles, another major power, it may now be entering the entire picture. Ladies and gentlemen, wars are no longer fought only with soldiers. They are fought with technology, with intelligence, with invisible networks that operate far away from the battlefield. And now, fresh reports are raising the eyebrows in Washington. According to the claims being investigated, an American fighter jet it was brought down over Iran. It may have been hit using a Chinese-made military equipment. If that is true, then the implications they are enormous. Can you think about it? This is no longer just a story about Iran versus America. Well, this becomes a story involving China, basically a country already competing with the United States economically, technologically, and strategically. Reports suggest that Iran may be gained access of the sophisticated radar system capable of tracking advanced aircraft. If those systems played any role in detecting or maybe, just maybe, targeting American aircraft, then the battlefield, it suddenly becomes much more complicated. Well, for years, China and Iran, they have expanded their ties, energy deals, trade agreement, strategic cooperation, but military coordination, that is where the alarm bells begin rising. Because let's be honest, when technology changes hands, power changes hands, right? And when power changes hands, the whole rule of the conflict it can change overnight. Though the US is still investigating, nothing has been exclusively proven now. But even the possibility of this incident, it is enough to create concern in Washington. Because in geopolitics, perception itself, it can become a weapon. And tonight, America is not only watching Iran, well, it may also be watching Beijing, but even as military questions grow, well, diplomacy between Washington and Tehran, that appears to be collapsing. Wait, what happens when two rivals sit at a negotiating table but trust each other less every day. You get exactly what we are witnessing right now, ladies and gentlemen. Iran has launched a fresh political attack at Mr. Donald Trump. Senior Iranian officials are accusing Washington of saying one thing publicly while doing something completely different behind the closed doors. Here, Iran's message, it's simple. How can there be meaningful negotiations while pressure continues? How can diplomacy succeed when military deployments remain in place? How can trust exist when both the sides believe each other is acting in bad faith? Ladies and gentlemen, the whole dispute centers around the Strait of Hormuz, basically a narrow stretch of water, but one of the most important waterway on planet Earth. A huge portion of global oil, it supplies through this particular route. So any disruption here, it can affect everything. It can affect prices, shipping costs, inflation, and economies across the globe. Here, Iran believes pressure tactics, they are preventing diplomatic progress. The United States argues that security concerns cannot be ignored. And here is the cycle that continues. Accusation, response, counter response, more tension, less trust. This is the dangerous reality of modern geopolitics, by the way. Sometimes war begins not because diplomacy fails overnight, but because diplomacy slowly dies over months and years. And tonight, many fear that trust between Washington and Tehran that may be reaching its lowest point. But interestingly, one key American ally believes that fighting Iran, it is not the answer anymore. Well, when allies disagree publicly, the world pays attention. And that is exactly what happened. Qatar has delivered a message that many they were not really expecting. Talk to Iran. Do not fight Iran. Well, that was the essence of the warning. Speaking about the Strait of Hormuz, Qatar kind of described it as the neck of the world. Can you think about the phrase? The neck of the world, because if that vital waterway is blocked, the impact that spreads everywhere. Oil markets, global trade, in fact, food prices, supply chain, everything gets affected. You know what makes Qatar's statement significant? It is not what was said, it was who was it said to. Qatar is close American ally. It is only arguing that military solutions cannot solve the crisis. It also exposes something bigger, by the way. The Gulf themselves, they are not fully united how to handle Iran. Some want pressure, some want deterrence, other wants engagement, and that division matters. You know why? Because it is the Middle East we are talking about. Qatar's message is clear. You cannot erase Iran from the equation. You have to deal with it. You have to talk to it, and whether Washington agrees or not, that debate is only becoming louder. In the meantime, by the way, another disagreement is emerging, and this time inside the Western alliance itself. Well, we are talking about NATO. The alliance that has dominated global security for decades is facing fresh turbulence. And the criticism is coming from within. US Defense Secretary Mr. Pete Hegseth, he has launched a sharp attack on NATO allies. You know what is his complaint? That some partners are not doing enough. For decades, NATO has operated under a simple idea. An attack on one is attack on all. But behind that unity has always been another question. Who carries the biggest burden? Well, America has spent more on the defense than most of the allies. And now, Mr. Hegseth's statement suggests that patience may be running out. He argues that countries benefiting from American protection should contribute more, much more. Now, this remark it has reignited an old debate. Should America continue paying such a large share of alliance cost, or maybe should allies step up their game? You know, this whole argument goes far beyond Iran. It touches the future of NATO because alliances survive on trust, and trust becomes fragile when partners believe responsibilities are not being shared equally. Tonight, the message from Washington that appears blunt: the era of free rides may be ending here. Now, in the sixth segment, can you imagine waking up tomorrow morning and discovering that one of the world's most important shipping routes has become a danger zone? Not because of major war though, not because of naval battle, but because of reports that naval mines may be appearing in the water that carries a large portion of the world's oil supply. Well, that is the concern that is now spreading across international markets. Ladies and gentlemen, reports linked to the claims from Oman has triggered fresh fear about security in Strait of Hormuz. And even though many details remain unclear, the mere possibility that's enough to send shockwaves across the global economy. Well, every day, massive tankers pass through this narrow stretch of water. They carry energy supplies that power factories, fuel the vehicles, and keep the economies running across Asia, Europe, and beyond. So, if shipping companies begin to fear for the safety of their vessels, insurance costs it can rise overnight. Shipping rates can increase, oil prices can jump, investors are going to panic, and consumers they are going to be affected and pay more thousands of miles sitting away. That is why experts and world leaders they are paying so much attention to every development here. The Strait of Hormuz is not just a regional waterway. Well, it is one of the most important economic lifelines on the planet Earth. Tonight, the biggest question it's simply whether naval mines are present or not. Well, the world is definitely in panic right now because let's be honest, today's interconnected world, uncertainty itself it can become a powerful weapon. And yes, while tensions continue to rise in West Asia, thousands of kilometers away, a night of celebration in Europe, it suddenly spirals into chaos. Football. Well, that game is often called the world's most beautiful game. It brings people together, it creates unforgettable memories, it unites cities and inspires generation. But sometimes the emotion that makes sport so powerful, it can also become difficult to control. And that's exactly what happened in Paris. What should have been a night remembered for the sporting history, it quickly became a night demonstrated and dominated by pictures of unrest. Paris Saint-Germain. It had achieved a remarkable victory. Fans flooded the streets to celebrate. Fireworks illuminated the night sky. Crowds gathered in huge numbers. Songs echoed through the city. In fact, the atmosphere that was electric. But as the celebration grew larger, tensions began to rise. Clashes broke out in several areas. Police were deployed in the large numbers. In the meantime, tear gases they were used to disperse the angry crowd. Hundreds of people they were reportedly detained as authorities struggled to restore the order. In the meantime, public transport was disputed, vehicles were damaged, businesses were affected, and scenes of joy rapidly transformed into scenes of confrontation. Now, for many residents, it was a reminder of how quickly events can change when large crowds gather and emotions run high. Well, a single incident, it can trigger wider unrest. A moment of celebration, it can suddenly become a security challenge. Tonight, Paris is reflecting on a night that should have been remembered only for the football glory. Instead, questions are now being asked about public safety, crowd management, and how major cities can prevent celebrations from turning into disaster. Because sometimes the biggest challenge is not winning a historic victory, it is managing what happens after the final whistle. And finally, tonight we leave behind the politics, conflict, and street unrest to look forward and look towards something far beyond our planet. Can you imagine sitting at your home on an ordinary day? The weather seems normal, life is moving as usual, and then suddenly the sky erupts with bright flashes of light. Moments later, a loud boom it echoes across the region, windows shaking, houses vibrate, social media explodes with question. What just happened? Was it an explosion? Was it a military activity? Was it some kind of accident? Well, for thousands of people in Massachusetts, those questions became even real. According to NASA, a large meteor, it entered Earth's atmosphere and that too at extraordinary speed before exploding high above the ground with the energy equivalent to roughly 300 tons of TNT. Wait, let the numbers sink in for the moment. 300 tons of TNT. The meteor was traveling at tens of thousands of meters per hour when it entered the atmosphere. As it raced through the sky, friction it generated a lot of heat, turning the object into a bright fireball visible across a wide area. Eventually, a meteor broke apart, and that meteor released a powerful shockwave that kind of produced a loud boom heard by the residents. Here, many people initially they feared something far more serious. Some reported their homes shaking. Others described seeing a sudden flash unlike anything they had witnessed before. Scientists quickly moved to investigate and reassure the public. Fortunately, there was no major impact on the ground, no missile strike, no satellite crash, no security threat. Instead, it was a spectacular reminder of the dynamic universe that surround our planet every single day. Well, many meteors, they burn up very harmlessly in the Earth's atmosphere, but occasionally one creates a show dramatic enough to capture the attention of the entire region. And tonight, while the world remains focused on war, politics, and international tension, this extraordinary event serves as a reminder that sometimes the biggest stories come not from the Earth, but from the vast universe behind it. And with that, we come with the end of today's edition of Skyline. Tonight, we covered stories that remind us just how unpredictable our world has become. Missiles, military tension, diplomatic disputes, division among allies, concern over global trade route, unrest on European streets, and even a spectacular event from the outer space. Different stories, different continent, but all connected by one reality. The world is changing faster than ever. And as these developments continue to unfold, we'll keep tracking every major update, spreading facts from speculations and bringing you the bigger stories from behind the scenes. Thank you for spending your time with us. I'm Dhriti Athri. This is Skyline. See you in the next episode.